What's up, guys? Good to see you and welcome to the video. So a lot has changed since the last time you saw us.
We're parents of two.
Parents of two. We got a 4 squad going. So we had baby Sawyer, and life is just amazing.
Yeah, she is a good baby.
She's a good baby.
Super easy.
And
we're working on the night sleep, but other than that, she's really good.
And the reason we say that, and no love lost, Paxton, you know we love you more than anything in the world too, but Paxton had extreme colic, which if you guys have followed us for a long time, you know that it was a big nightmare for the first 4 months, I would say. And so really with Sawyer, we were kind of expecting the same thing. It's the only experience we've had, and we were like, oh my gosh, like dreading it. And she wasn't crying like the first 2 days, and I'm like, is everything okay? Like I was legit.
As soon as she came out, she wasn't even crying. You're like, is she all right?
Is she all right? Like this is strange. So Sawyer is an absolute blessing. We want to give a quick shout out to Amina.
She made this blanket and sent it to us from Israel. She handmade it.
Yeah, amazing.
It's beautiful.
Thank you so much, Amina, and all of you who have given us well wishes on Instagram and everything like that, congratulating us. We're all family together, and we appreciate all the support. You're going to be seeing a lot more of baby Sawyer.
Yeah, she'll make her appearance.
She'll be making plenty of appearances. We've got a crazy, super busy day. She is on the way to the doctor. Yep. And then I am going to work out, and then stay tuned because I have extremely important and amazing news to share with you. You want to say hi to your friends on YouTube? Can you say hi? Can you blow them a kiss? Mwah! The introduction of Paxton and Sawyer together really melted my heart. It really is the point where it like all became very real. Like we've got a bigger family now, and just seeing his reaction was priceless. I got to admit, he wasn't too excited in the beginning. He had to warm up to her just a little bit. It was funny because when we brought her home, he was just kind of like, oh my gosh. That's when it really set in for him, like, she's staying, you know, like this is my sister. But Paxton being Paxton, he showed love and affection right away. He loves giving his little baby sister kisses. Can you give your sister a kiss? And every time he does it, it just makes me extremely proud. I can't wait to see them grow up together, so we're just blessed. Now for some epic Keto Quest news. Last time I saw you, I was sitting in this very seat to announce the launch of the Keto Quest brand. Hundreds of people signed up, it was fantastic, but I am on a mission to change millions of lives. And I did a lot of reflection, a lot of soul searching, just a lot of thinking about who I am and what I was put on this earth to do and how I'm going to achieve it. And so it sounds crazy, and I have to admit, in my head it was like, this is by far the craziest thing I've ever done, but no risk, no reward, you know? And so what I decided to do, and I'm very proud to announce, is give Keto Quest away for free. So that means you now have access to a free program to learn how to do keto, to know what foods to eat. It comes with a bunch of different guides. We're going to give you an approved food list, a meal prep guide. You're also going to get a grocery, like a rule book. It's going to come with absolutely everything you need to succeed, guys. I've always had a problem. It's just been this deep down issue that I've always had of charging you money just for the decision to change your life. It's difficult. Okay, and I've never been good at selling programs. You're never gonna see ads from me saying, hey, buy my program, here's a little something free just so you buy my program. I hate that shit. I was born, legitimately, I was put on this earth, and I knew it from a very young age, to help people. That's all I want to do. And I am a firm believer that if I help as many people as I can for free, God will take care of me. Everything will work out. I don't know how I'm going to make any money. There is no catch to this. Okay? But I know that if I am able to just go out and do what God has sent me on to do, it'll all work out for me and my family. I just need to change your life, and I don't want you to have any excuses whatsoever. So, Keto Quest is now free. You're going to have access to everything you need. You're going to be able to download the app, network with amazing people. We have thousands of people. Okay, I just announced this the other day on Instagram. We have thousands of people now who are a part of Keto Quest. And I go to sleep smiling every single night because I know that that's going to change lives, okay? And it makes me feel good. It's free. Let's go. And if that doesn't get you excited enough, I am very humbled and proud and excited to announce that Dr. Ken Berry is now an official doctor for Keto Quest. He has joined us in this mission. It is something that when it happened, when we were able to come together and say, let's do this together, to have him as a part of Team Keto Quest was a dream come true for me. This is a man who I saw a long time ago on YouTube, and he speaks my language. He really does just care about people. He's not about selling you the next little thing here and there. He really genuinely is on a mission to stamp out obesity and diabetes and all of the terrible things that are going on. He's actually the author of a best-selling book, Lies My Doctor Told Me. So if that doesn't say enough about the guy, you know, he is a truth warrior. Okay, and so he is now officially part of Keto Quest. He's going to be holding weekly calls to answer a lot of your medical questions. And I know a lot of you go to your local doctors and get conflicting advice. And so he's going to be here as part of Keto Quest to kind of put your mind at ease, to give you some direction. And so I'm very, very excited. Dr. Ken Berry, if you're watching this, thank you so much for putting your spirit inside the Keto Quest mission. It's going to help us change millions and millions of lives. And there is absolutely no stopping us. I think it's important for me to let you know that I failed on the ketogenic diet the first time that I tried it. You see, I was lucky enough to find the ketogenic diet years ago in a medical setting while working with children who suffered from mental illness. Now, back then, there was no information on keto. There were no keto YouTubers. There was no keto products. There were no blood ketone testers. There was none of that stuff. And thinking back to then, how different things were is mind-blowing. But I gave it my best effort when I first tried, and I was scared to death. Like, when I say that the minute I put butter in my coffee for the first time, I thought I was gonna die, I'm serious, because at that point I wasn't able to go out and see other people doing it. There was no research showing that this was good. It was crazy, but I took the leap of faith because I was in a situation where I needed it for my career. I was living a low-carb life for a long time, and my family was suffering, I was suffering, and I just wanted answers. So it was like my last-ditch effort. But due to lack of information, I failed. I started it for about a week and a half, and I think just the pressure of not knowing, the doubt, maybe a little bit of the insecurity, maybe a little bit of like knowing that nobody else was doing this and I didn't have anybody else really, you know, to reflect with and to share stories with and feedback and advice with, I think it all kind of made me run quick. So I bailed out. And now thinking back, I can kind of troubleshoot. And I believe the primary reason was I did not embrace the fat enough. Okay, so they said eat some fat, and I was like, okay, cool. But I didn't know that I needed a lot of fat, and I think what was happening was my body was I was still on that bodybuilder bro, keep the protein super high, so I think that messed with my energy levels and I just quit. But the reason I'm bringing this up is because when I launched Keto Quest, a lot of people, like hundreds of people, came into the app and said, hey, I'm starting keto again. And it just got me thinking, like, how proud I am of that person for coming back to the table and giving it another shot. And it seems as though in life that if you want to be successful, you must taste failure first. So when I first quit the ketogenic diet, I didn't blame the diet or anything like that. I didn't blame my willpower. I just needed more research. So I started looking around, I started looking at studies, I started learning what different high sources of fat were, and I gave it another attempt, and it worked brilliantly. I'll never forget the first time I got into ketosis. I was like, I did it. I nailed it. This feels amazing. And I wanted at that point to share it with everybody, but I'm just proud of myself for giving it another shot. And so I'm proud of you if you are watching this right now and maybe you messed up over the holidays or you tried keto and failed and you're giving it another shot. I promise you it's gonna be so worth it. It's important though. Take the positive things that you were doing correctly the first time you tried and move them forward into this journey, and try and forget about all the negative things that were a part of that last journey. Just forget about those. You take the positive and you move forward. So a lot of times I think people look at me and they're like, oh, you know, he must have just done keto perfectly. And I don't do keto perfectly. I still have failure moments where I crack, you know, and have a cheat meal. And that's why I always tell everybody, that's fine. It's about the bigger journey. It's about getting knocked down and building yourself back up every single time, over and over and over and over and over again. So if you're watching this and you failed on keto and you started again and you fail again, just get back up. And it's amazing because every time you fail, you'll notice that the time that takes you to get back up gets shorter and shorter and shorter, to where you can take a cheat meal, feel like a failure, but you get right back on the saddle. So anyways, mad love to all of you who are learning from your experiences and facing adversity head on. As they say, victory belongs to those who persevere.
2 hours later.
All right, guys, we just got to Metroflex Austin. We're gonna tear a workout up really quick. Ken here. For those of you who don't know, Ken is one of the co-founders of Keto Quest.
That's right.
And I call him Project X. So we are on a mission to get Ken in the best shape of his life. Of course, he does keto. He's been doing keto for the past few weeks, but he's been back in the gym for how long now?
3 weeks.
3 weeks. He's already getting stronger by the day. This kind of takes me back to my roots, which is a personal trainer. I used to spend 8, 9, 10 hours a day training people in the gym. It's my passion, pushing people to reach their limits. When they want to quit, I'm just right there to make them get a few more reps.
That's right. Feel good. It's good. It's great to be back in the gym. I'm already like starting to love it. So
yeah, and the energy levels, like afterwards, just the confidence to conquer the rest of your day.
Yep.
So what we're gonna do is we got kind of a different split going on. For those of you who are following Whitrock workouts, which by the way, you can go get that at ketoquest.com. But my philosophy is to change the training splits all the time. So I don't get married to a certain training split for very long. I stay faithful to my wife, but not to the training splits, man. So for the next 2 weeks, we're gonna be doing this split. First workout is chest, front delts, biceps, and abs. Basically the front of the body. That's what we're gonna be doing today. Tomorrow is gonna be the back of the body. So we have rear delts, traps, rhomboids, lats, and lower back. Then the third day is gonna be legs. Then maybe we'll rest, but we're gonna keep repeating that cycle. Also, one more thing before we get this workout in. Cop some of the hottest merch in the keto game. It's only gonna be available for the next 2 weeks. Go to ketoquest.com/store.
I've got a ton of gravel in my shoes, world on my shoulder, heart full of blues, and in the dirt, down in the dirt. Down in the dirt. Been real bad. I've been a real bad boy on the town all night. Starting to calm down with the morning light. I'm in the dirt, down in the dirt.
Okay, so Max has been out for the past how long?
Almost a month, man.
Almost a month. Max was critically ill.
I don't want to say critically, but I probably almost had bronchitis.
Yeah, you were on all kinds of medicines, all kind of antibiotics. So he was out of the gym. I missed him as my training partner, but he's back in action now. I made sure yesterday was his first day back, and I made sure that his first workout was legs.
Yeah.
And he survived that, so today we had a lot of fun. Feel good to be back?
Yeah, I'm a little sore today, but I feel like those DOMs are really going to kick in later tonight. I always feel like my abs are about to cramp up as well.
Yeah.
You know, I gotta get my abs back in shape too.
You bounce back quick though. You know, it's a use it or lose it principle. I mean, if you don't use it, you're gonna lose it. But getting back in action, the mind to muscle connection comes back fast, and it feels good to have him back with me. So, good question here is what's for the post-workout meal?
Post-workout meal? You know, I'm gonna go basic.
Basic.
Just pound a bunch of eggs.
Eggs. That's my favorite post-workout meal, some eggs. So we will see you back at the Jackson house. All right, guys, so we are back at the Jackson household, and Max has been kind enough to make us our post-workout meal, so tell us what we got here.
Yeah, so this is like a little family meal that we always do in kitchens, so we cook a bunch of food for everybody, right? So we just made a bunch of scrambled eggs, and we took our leftovers from the jalapeno poppers from the game day. And
that's this guy right here. Let me show you a little close-up of that. Look at that bad boy.
There we go. The recipe is on Keto Quest.
So what is this? Tell them what this is.
So it's a jalapeno popper bomb. I basically took cream cheese and just added a bunch of cool ingredients that reminded me of what is a jalapeno popper. And I basically just rolled it in some bacon bits.
That's all you need to know. It's got bacon bits on it, so it's delicious.
Yeah, so what we did with it though to enhance the eggs, but Jason didn't do this because he can't take the heat. But what we did is I put them into the eggs to make a nice creamy egg scramble.
Yep, and then we also have got some holy guacamole recipe on ketoquest.com as well for that. So listen, that is a wrap on this video. It feels good to be back. Thank you all for your support with baby Sawyer. Again, Keto Quest is very excited about Dr. Ken Berry joining the squad.
Yep.
And listen, we need your help because now this is just about helping as many people as we possibly can change their life. And to do that, we really do need you guys to pay it forward. So if you have a friend, a coworker, a husband, your wife, even if your dog's interested in doing keto, we need you to send them to ketoquest.com. The description, or the link's gonna be in the description below. So that's a wrap on today's video. As always, keep up the good work and much love.